Majesty, the Owner of Ife, including all respected royal fathers here present, leaders from across the 6 geopolitical zones, members of the ACF, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning and a very warm welcome to you all. Yesterday, we had the pleasure of hosting the chairman of the occasion, Architect Mohammed Namad Sambo Sardaunandazo, GCON, and the former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as well as a number of other distinguished leaders of northern Nigeria, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, GCON, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, and several others. The attendance to this ceremony gives strong hope that the northern leaders, if and when circumstances demand, will come together as a team to search for solutions to the peculiar problems bedeviling the nation. Alhaji Abdul Samad Isiaka Rabiu, who is with us today, is one of the greatest industrialists ever to emerge in this country. He is not only a world-renowned philanthropist and guardian, he has long been a pillar of support for the Arewa Consultative Forum and indeed other organizations. It is no surprise, therefore, Alhaji Abdul Samad Isiaka Rabiu accepted to be the chief launcher of the ACF Endowment Fund without a single moment of hesitation. We are greatly honored by your presence. One notable absentee at this moment is His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, the current Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Actually, when Mr. Speaker walked in, I had to keep my eyes fixed on him. This address is the third attempt for me. The first I wrote was assuming the President would be here. The second was assuming the Vice President would be here. But now I have the Speaker, Right Honorable, and they say third time lucky. So, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for being here. When dignitaries are unable to make it to events earlier scheduled, protocol officials will usually ascribe it to circumstances beyond their control. Often, such statements only close an awkward situation that could in fact have been controlled. But this time, the Vice President Shettima could not have controlled his current trip out of the country. He had to travel out just as he and his entourage were getting ready to come to Kaduna for this ceremony. It is a task that would have to do considering how he had remained consistent in his engagement and support for the Arewa Consultative Forum. Indeed, it was his intervention with the Kaduna State Governor, Senator Obasani, that enabled the ACF to obtain ownership of our headquarters building at 11A Sokoto Road, here in Kaduna. He made sure that the property got to us free of charge. We miss him badly this morning. 25 years ago, in March 2000, to be precise, faced with the growing climate of violence and intercommunal conflicts in some parts of the North, Northern leaders, including former presidents of Northern Region origin, state governors, His Eminence the Sultan of Sokoto, emirs and chiefs, as well as elders and leaders across all walks of life, went into a meeting here in Kaduna over several days, after which they resolved to establish the Arewa Consultative Forum. The establishment of ACF was indeed a response to a deteriorating state of security, growing violence, intercommunal conflicts, and other concerns in northern Nigeria. This was part of the fact that citizens of northern Nigeria were at that time coming under increasing pressure and unfair treatment from some authorities and certain elements who did not wish us well. Significantly, around that same time, there were 3 strong political associations led by highly respected northerners, all trying to gain popularity and influence. Former President Shehu Shagari of blessed memory was the leader of the then Turaki Committee, while late Venerable Alhaji Abdurrahman Okene ran the Northern Elders Forum. The third major association was the Unity and Development Foundation, led by the late Sule Katagu, Wazirin Katagu. In their wisdom, Northern leaders considered this state of affairs unsatisfactory, as it made consultations and consensus building more cumbersome. It was decided, therefore, that all such associations should merge under one common umbrella to ensure that northern Nigeria got its act together and spoke with one voice. The leaders then proceeded to merge all the different groups into one. The name given to the new mega group was Arewa Consultative Forum, with the stated aims, amongst which is the fostering, promoting, defending, and strengthening northern unity and interests of its people in the context of one indivisible Nigeria. To set up machinery for regular consultation and dialogue, to ensure that issues likely to cause breach of the peace or undermine northern unity are settled amicably and promptly. To coordinate efforts to build bridges, confidence and strength, relationships among all the peoples of the North in particular and in Nigeria in general. To ensure and deliberate on any matter that can promote peaceful coexistence in the North in particular and in Nigeria in general, etc., etc. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the short story of how the Arewa Consultative Forum came into being. That is the road that has brought us to today's occasion. As we look back, we have nothing but gratitude and praise for our past leaders, and especially leaders of the 3 legacy groups that agreed to merge and wind up themselves and merge into what is now the ACF. On this special day of our Silver Jubilee, we feel deeply honored to have you all in this memorable moment with us. Our first and most profound appreciation goes to Mr. President Bola Tinubu, President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are deeply grateful for his thoughtful gesture in sending a high-powered representation to this occasion. The Right Honorable Speaker, we are truly privileged to have you here. Your presence is a powerful statement to the importance of this organization and its role in our national discourse. We thank you most profoundly for honoring us with your time and presence. As a Northerner, you have brought to your office the highest standards of integrity, credibility, and responsibility, qualities associated with Northerners down the ages. You have remained deeply loyal to the Constitution of Nigeria and have ensured that matters going through legislative process are treated not with favoritism or bias, but transparent, equitable, and fair. While remaining faithful to the Constitution, however, we must continue to urge you, Mr. Speaker, that issues of urgent concern to northern Nigeria are not swept under the carpet, but kept on the front burner in order to receive the required legislative attention of the National Assembly. We also thank and appreciate our high-performing sons and daughters who are members of the National Assembly or in the executive arm of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We wish them God's continued guidance and protection as they strive to achieve the highest level of performance in their respective assignments. Even so, we must not fail to point to the ever deteriorating security situation in northern Nigeria. We are holding this event today in the face of a sharp resurgence of violence and insurgency in virtually all parts of the north, indeed in all of Nigeria. A few days ago, we were treated to a gruesome execution of a brigadier general of the Nigerian Army shown live on social media. The vice principal of a secondary school in Maga, Kebbi State, was killed before the terrorists abducted over 25 female students who have remained in captivity as we speak. Gunmen also carried out a deadly attack on a Catholic secondary school in Fafiri, Niger State. Unity schools, just like all the boarding schools in Katsina and Kwara states, making it look like those who declared Boko is haram are actually winning. All these are happening despite the seeming best efforts of our military and other security agencies. While we appreciate and remain indebted for their sacrifices, we must enjoin them to do a lot more, even under these difficult circumstances. Endless reports of wanton killings, televised slaughter of military officers, mass abduction of school children, and further farmers, etc., are totally incompatible with a security system designed to specifically prevent it. The government must find a way to end the violence across the country rapidly, whatever it takes. The consequences of failure, God forbid, to end this crisis is too scary to contemplate. That said, let me return to our esteemed guests, Their Excellencies, State Governors, Honorable Ministers, members of the National and State Assemblies, past and present, for honoring us with their presence. We cannot thank His Eminence, Alhaji Saad Abubakar MNI, CFR, the Sultan of Sokoto, enough for all he has done and keep doing for us. The Sultan's support and benefaction to the ACF cannot be quantified. He has not only come in person today, but he has gone out of his way to invite and encourage many other revered royal fathers and other dignitaries to attend this event. His Royal Majesty Oba Adeye Eniton Ogunwusi Ojaja, the Oni of Ife, has always been generous with his support and encouragement, not only to the Arewa Consultative Forum, but to the entire northern region. His Royal Majesty has become an indispensable bridge builder, continually promoting peace, unity, and understanding amongst all Nigerians. Kabesi, Adukwe, Ekabo. Those are all my Yoruba vocabulary. To our other royal fathers, you have for centuries been pillars upon which our society rests. Over these years, you have made incredible sacrifices so that we and Nigeria could enjoy peace and unity that has been existing. Your attendance at this ceremony, in spite of great hopes that our country still continue to consolidate our unity, understanding, and harmony, especially across our two major rivers. To the leaders and members of delegations of the Afenifere, Ohanazi Indigo, Pendef, and BRAC, our sister socio-cultural organizations in the southern part of Nigeria, please know that we appreciate deeply the trouble you have taken to come over here, traveling over these vast distances in order to celebrate our Silver Jubilee. This is clear evidence of the continuing consolidation of friendship, goodwill, and solidarity between the peoples of northern Nigeria and that of the south. We hope that this will be the beginning of a new era of interaction and partnership between us all, celebrating our national interests as we have far more in common than otherwise. We also extend our hearty welcome to a long-time friend of the North, His Excellency Rotimi Amechi, a former governor of Rivers State, and also two-time Speaker of the same state. Your Excellency, you are welcome. He has been a minister of the federal government of Nigeria for 8 years, but most notably, His Excellency Rotimi Williams was twice the Director General of Muhammadu Buhari campaign. Buhari won on both occasions, showing how remarkably clever Your Excellency must have been. Let me inform you also of another friend of the North while we are still on the subject matter. A fortnight ago, ACF had the honor of hosting Prince Adewale Adebayo, the former the SDP presidential candidate in the 2023 elections. He spoke eloquently about the urgent need for a paradigm shift in our national politics and why our politics cannot continue to be about self-interest. We cannot agree more. We are honored, sir. We have you with us this morning. Thank you. It is a matter of great pleasure to see that Nigerians from all walks of life and from all parts of the country, from the creeks of Niger Delta, the highlands and the east, are all in this hall. Look around in this room. Our diversity we find in common purpose. In our collective presence, we see a shared vision for a better, more united Nigeria. This gathering, this spirit of fellowship, is more than just a celebration of an organization. It is a celebration of an idea, the idea of one Nigeria, strong and indivisible. If this does not inspire hope that Nigeria is on the right path towards the journey to greatness, to take its rightful position in the Committee of Nations, nothing else will. Let the message go forth from this hall today that we, the people of Nigeria, are bound by a destiny far greater than our challenges. Our collective will, demonstrated here by your presence, is the fuel that propelled our nation forward. On this endeavor, we should never relent. We must never tire in our pursuit of unity. We must never falter in our commitment to dialogue. We must never waver in our belief in the promise of Nigeria. As we reflect on the 25 years of ACF, let us also look forward with renewed hope and determination. Let this Silver Jubilee be a catalyst for a golden era of national cohesion, progress, and prosperity for every single Nigerian. Thank you for your kind attention. Once again, you are all most welcome. Long live the Arewa Consultative Forum. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That is the Board of Trustees Chairman of Arewa Consultative Forum, talking about the Wazir and Dute with his opening remarks. While he was on, we have the Deputy Governor of Kano State who came in with his entourage, talking about Comrade Aminu Abdusalam Gwarzo. You are welcome, sir. He also came with the Secretary to the State Government, Malam Umar Farouk Ibrahim, who is in the hall. We also have the Governor of Jigawa State, Malam Umar Namadi. Your Excellency, you are welcome, sir. We also have the delegation of the Chief Launcher, Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu, who, in that entourage, you have Alhaji Kabiru Rabiu, the Group Executive Director, Bua Group, Chief Francis Abro, Dandarman Kebi, Senator Musa Bello, and Dr. Aliyu Idi Hong. You are all welcome. We also have the human rights activist, Showari, who is also with us in the hall. Comrade, you are welcome. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we have the honor
Your Excellencies, Your Highnesses, you may recall that for the ACF and for the North, we lost a significant number of people. We lost a past patron, President Muhammadu Buhari, who was a patron of the ACF. We lost Justice Uwais. We lost former chairman, Chief Audu Egbe. We lost one of the icons of the ACF, Alhaji Aminu Dantata. We lost quite a number of people. So can we please stand for a minute and pray for them in our own ways? Please, curb your indulgence, please. May their souls rest in peace. Amen.
Thank you very much. That is the Secretary General of BOT, Secretary General of ACF, Malam Murtala Aliyu, Mutawaling Gombe. We also have in the hall the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, His Excellency Malam Mumini Masar Mahmoudi Mutawaling Bukuyum, who is representing His Excellency the Governor of Zamfara State. Your Excellency, you are welcome, sir. At this point, I have the singular honor of inviting to the podium for his opening remark the chairman of the occasion, General Yakubu Gawan, former head of state, ably represented by former vice president, former governor of Kaduna State, the first and only Sadana Zazzau, His Excellency Architect Muhammad Namadi Sambo. The second Sadana of Zazzau, I beg your pardon.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The special guest of honor, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Right Honorable Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin Ian Zazo. Your Excellencies, governors here present, I would like to start on the existing protocol established by the chairman for one time. Your Excellencies, I stand here to represent our leader, former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, who is unavoidably absent, and have requested that I extend his felicitations and best wishes for this occasion and for Nigeria. I feel a profound sense of history and nostalgia standing here today on this auspicious occasion of the 25th anniversary of the Arewa Consultative Forum. 25 years ago, a cross-section of visionary and deeply concerned leaders of the northern Nigeria looked upon the state of our nation and saw a number of dangerous challenges that were getting worse with every passing day. They knew that certain things needed to be done, among them a platform built not on parochial interest, but on that provided the leadership a chance to discuss and deliberate among themselves all issues of peace, unity, and on strategies of preventing conflicts and misunderstanding among the people of northern Nigeria, and indeed all Nigeria. They were motivated by the highest standard of patriotism and sacrifice. They were driven by the memory of a united Nigeria and the fervent hope for its peaceful, prosperous future. Their mission was clear: to champion the cause of national unity, to foster understanding, and to be a voice of reason and moderation. Today we gather not just to commemorate their foresight, but to bear witness. This ceremony is a clear evidence yet that the ACF has not deviated from those lofty principles. Through shifting political landscapes and evolving national challenges, the forum has remained a steadfast beacon, advocating for the unity of the northern Nigeria, and through dialogue, equity, and understanding, the indivisibility of our great nation, Nigeria. This is as it should be. In a nation as diverse and dynamic complex as ours, we cannot and we must not ever stress the imperatives of unity, peace, harmony, and enough. They are not mere political slogans. They are the very bedrock upon which our country stands. They are the oxygen for our development and the foundation for our collective dignity. Let me be unequivocal. Without any of this, we can have no country. Without unity, we fracture. Without peace, we stagnate. And without harmony, we fail to realize our immense God-given potentials. Therefore, on this significant anniversary, let us use this moment not only for celebration, but also as a clarion call. I call on all Nigerians, from the creeks of the Niger Delta to the beaches of Lagos, from the mountains of the east to the plains of the north, to emulate and match the values of unity and peace constantly promoted by the Arewa Consultative Forum. Let us see in this forum not a regional champion, but a national exemplar whose core values are essential for every part of Nigeria. To the ACF, I say, your work is as crucial today as it was at your founding. Continue to be a bridge, continue to be conscious, continue to preach and practice the politics of inclusiveness and national solidarity. Our future is bright, but it is a future we must build together with unwavering faith, deliberate effort, and a shared commitment to the ideals that truly make a nation great. With this short remark, I would like to declare the event open. I thank you all for your attention. God bless the Arewa Consultative Forum, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you.
Architect na Madi Sambo, rawani na girma an yi wa bajimi, sardaunan zazzau an naɗa.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm round of applause to the brand new Sardaunan Zazzau, former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Architect Mohammed Namadi Sambo, DCUN. Let's give him please a round of applause, please. Very quickly, inviting the next one on the program, may I, ladies and gentlemen, invite our host, who, of course, is the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, His Excellency Senator Ubasani Sioyen. He is here represented by a certified and qualified medical doctor, a mother extraordinary, Her Excellency Dr. Hadiza Balarabe. Let's give her please a round of applause as she step up for on behalf of the Governor of Kaduna State for her own remarks. Thank you.
Your Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who is ably represented by the Speaker, the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, PhD, GCON. Your Excellency, the Governor of Jigawa State, Malam Umar Namadi, Deputy Governors of Gombe, Kano, and Zamfara states, former governors and deputy governors here, the chairman of the occasion, General Yakubu Gowon, retired, ably represented by the former Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and former Governor of Kaduna State, His Excellency Architect Namadi Sambo, Sardaunan Zazzau, distinguished members of the National and State Assemblies here, members of the Federal and State Executive Councils, chairman and members of the ACF BOT, chairman NEC and executive members of ACF, chairman and members of the organizing committee for this anniversary celebration, members of the diplomatic corps, our development partners, our distinguished keynote speaker and chief launcher, the Sultan of Sokoto, His Eminence Muhammad Saad Abubakar III, and other most respected traditional rulers who are here, our revered religious leaders, civil society leaders, professionals and captains of industry, distinguished leaders, esteemed elders, our cherished guests, friends of Arewa, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I stand here representing His Excellency, the Governor of Kaduna State, Senator Dr. Obasanjo. He could not make it because of some compelling reasons. He has asked that I extend his warm wishes for a fruitful and productive event. He has also specifically requested that I read his remarks. The following words are therefore his. I welcome you most warmly to Kaduna State, the historic center of Northern identity and leadership. Today we celebrate 25 years of the Arewa Consultative Forum, a distinguished forum that has remained a guardian of dialogue, unity, and strategic reflection within northern Nigeria. This is a moment of remembrance, gratitude, and renewed commitment. For 25 years, the ACF has remained a stabilizing force, offering moral guidance in moments of national reflection and contributing to the cohesion of the northern states and Nigerian Federation as a whole. Kaduna State is honored to host the national headquarters of the ACF. We regard this not merely as a privilege, but as a solemn responsibility to support a forum that safeguards the collective aspirations of our people. Since May 29, 2023, our administration has embraced a leadership approach rooted in inclusion, transparency, reconciliation, and citizen participation. These principles are rebuilding trust and deepening engagements across communities. In a recent public lecture at the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs in Lagos, which I delivered, I reaffirmed that the Kaduna Peace Model is a holistic framework that links security, governance, urban planning, infrastructure, social inclusion, and community engagement into one ecosystem of stability. The Kaduna Peace Model recognizes that peace is not enforced. It is engineered. It is built through the equitable distribution of projects, participatory budgeting, human capital development, and the deliberate redesign of public spaces to promote coexistence. It is anchored in the belief that design, planning, and governance are powerful instruments for social harmony. This peace model has informed our security interventions through intelligence-driven coordination, robust support for security agencies, the empowerment of local institutions, and the integration of technology. We have reduced threats and helped restore calm across vulnerable communities. Improved peace has revitalized agriculture. Farmers have returned to their farmlands with renewed hope, supported by our programs in mechanization, modern inputs, extension services, and market access. Kaduna State continues to uphold its reputation as a food basket for our region. In the health sector, we have upgraded secondary hospitals, revitalized primary healthcare centers, and strengthened maternal and child health programs. Our vision is a Kaduna State where no citizen is denied healthcare because of distance or poverty. Our commitment to education is unwavering. We are expanding enrollment, improving facilities, training teachers, equipping schools, and strengthening technical and tertiary institutions. Education remains the bedrock of our long-term peace and development strategy. Infrastructure development is being delivered equitably across all 23 local government areas, with a strong focus on rural-urban balance. Roads, bridges, water systems, schools, markets, hospitals, electrification projects, and urban regeneration initiatives are all part of our peace model, which intentionally uses infrastructure to heal divides and stimulate opportunity. Our development philosophy places a strong emphasis on social inclusion. We have expanded programs for women, youth, persons with disabilities, and the urban poor and rural communities historically left behind. A peaceful society must be an inclusive society. Our transparent, participatory budgeting approach was demonstrated at the recently held special town hall meeting on the proposed 2026 budget. The insights gathered from civil society, traditional institutions, faith leaders, the private sector, and grassroots communities shaped our proposal, with 71% capital expenditure devoted to rural transformation and inclusive growth. As the ACF marks its 25th anniversary, we need to collectively confront the challenges of insecurity, out-of-school children, unemployment, poverty, and climate impacts. These issues transcend borders. They require coordinated regional thinking and unified action. The Arewa Consultative Forum must continue to serve as the intellectual engine of the North by guiding governance, shaping policy, fostering dialogue, and preserving unity. It remains a vital forum for the stability and advancement of the region. Kaduna State stands ready at any time to work with the ACF, the federal government, under the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our sister states, development agencies, civil society, and the private sector to build a North that is secure, inclusive, prosperous, and globally competitive. As we celebrate this historic milestone, let us recommit ourselves to the founding ideals of the forum, which are unity, justice, dialogue, and the pursuit of collective progress. May the next 25 years bring even greater achievements, deeper cohesion, and a stronger, more powerful Northern Nigeria. And as I conclude, I want to express our gratitude to our leader, who is leading courageously and strategically to drive to better secure Nigeria, promote national reforms, and ensure the economic re-engineering of our nation. Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we thank you for being a pillar of support to the North and Kaduna State in particular. I thank you all for honoring Kaduna State with your distinguished presence. I pray that God will take you back safely to your various destinations. May God bless the Arewa Consultative Forum, bless Kaduna State, bless Northern Nigeria, and bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and good morning.
Oh, thank you very much. That has been Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, here representing His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Dr. Malan Obasani Sioyen, the Governor, being the host of this very important event. Well, it's time we go to the golden messages. Permit me, as I so invite.
Are you sure?
I want to invite from the Henezendigu is the representative may wish to step up. And we want to request the indulgence of all those coming for the goodwill message. You are requested to just give that message for 2 minutes without any establishment of any protocol. Let's adopt already what was established. I want to invite Afenifere. Afenifere, if you're so ready, we want to invite you for this.
And Afenifere here is represented by Chief R.F. Fashoronti. You are welcome, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, Jamal. Inaoni to Madala. Allow me to stand on the existing protocol. I represent my leader, the leader of Afenifere and Ashwaju of Yoruba land, Chief R.F. Fashoronti, CFR. And my name is Otumba Kole Omolulu. I am the National Organizing Secretary of Afenifere worldwide. Before I read the leader's message, let me recognize and greet my father, the head of all the crown in Yoruba land, and the one sitting on the seat of our progenitor Oduduwa, His Imperial Majesty Oba Enito Adeyeye Ojaja II Oni and Oluwaye of Ile-Ife. I greet you, my father. I bring warm and fraternal greetings to the leadership and entire membership of the Arewa Consultative Forum. As you commemorate your silver jubilee, 25 years of service, advocacy, and commitment to the ideals of nation building in our beloved country, Nigeria. Although advanced in age prevents my physical presence at this historical gathering, I am most pleased to convey Afenifere goodwill and solidarity to you on this momentous occasion. 25 years in the life of any organization is an important milestone. It indicates vision, endurance, institutional maturity, and above all, an unwavering dedication to the collective good. For this, the Arewa Consultative Forum deserves commendation. The founder of ACF set out to create a platform through which the voice of Northern Nigeria could be articulated with clarity, responsibility, and dignity. Over the years, you have upheld these values, championing peaceful coexistence, national cohesion, and a broad interest of your people within the larger Nigeria Federation. In doing so, you have contributed to the deepening of dialogue, the strengthening of democratic processes, and the advancement of a national understanding. Afenifere, founded in 1951 as the foremost socio-political organization of the Yoruba people, share many of your aspirations. We both believe in justice, fairness, equity, tolerance, and protection of the rights and welfare of all Nigerians, irrespective of tribe, creed, or political persuasion. Our two organizations, though rooted in different cultural identities, remain bound by a shared conviction that Nigeria can only progress when its constituency parts work in harmony, honor their diversity, and uphold the basic principle of federalism. This anniversary is coming at a time our country is facing the worst security threat to its well-being and existence. Despite all the problems Nigeria have gone through in 65 years of independence, we have never had to deal with this level of insecurity and threat of invasion by a foreign power on account of it. This is a sad moment for our country. It calls for sober reflection on where we are, how we got to this sorry state, and how we can get out of it by eliminating terrorism and rampant violence and kidnapping. It is time to reflect on what our fathers and leaders proposed and discussed about the creation of Nigeria from 1953 up to independence in 1965, when the military took over power in our country for the first time. This has become an urgent and imperative for the security of our people and the future of this country. The Silver Jubilee provides us with an opportunity to reflect deeply on the future of our nation, Nigeria. Nigeria stands today at a crossroads. We are confronted by the evil of unimaginable violence, declining public trust, and the fraying of social bond. Yet, I remain convinced that Nigeria is not without hope. I believe in the renewed hope agenda of our president, my son, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. I am not allowed to continue because my time is up. I have Papa's speech typed out. It will be given out. I thank you for the opportunity, and God bless the Arewa Consultative Forum. I believe by next year I will be announced. My father was announced as the Friends of the North. Governor Rotimi Amechi was announced as Friends of the North. My Kole Omololu, I will be announced as Friends of the North next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's give him place a round of applause. We want to thank you most sincerely, sir, for that spirit of togetherness, brotherliness. Very quickly, and still re-emphasizing that this goodwill message is for only 2 minutes. We believe all of you will oblige to this plea. Very quickly inviting Prince Adewale Adebayo. May I request your indulgence as you step up for 2 minutes as you so present the goodwill message, sir.
Your Excellencies, Your Eminences, Your Highnesses, you will forgive me because I have only 2 minutes, and you all know my individual respect to each and every one of you. And my speech will be brief because I've already sent a lengthy congratulatory letter to the ACF. I congratulate the ACF and I commend the leadership of the ACF, and I'm happy that we have the Silver Jubilee, and I pray that by the time we are having the Golden Jubilee, Nigeria will be the greatest country in the world. Northern Nigeria is the great asset to the country. My family has almost a century experience having members of our family living in Northern Nigeria, and I myself, at the age of 53, I discovered that I spent 58% of my lifespan living in Northern Nigeria. So I'm a pure Dan Arewa. But the importance of the ACF it's not only because it speaks for the North. The importance is that it speaks for one Nigeria. Because we started our journey, it was only in the North that the meaning of unity was understood, and the ruling party's motto was one North, one people. And by the time we got to the Second Republic, the party in power was one nation, one people. So we have moved from unity of the North to the unity of Nigeria. Now, at present, the challenge we have is every man unto himself, and God for us all. So we must go back to one nation, one people. We used to worry about our differences, and we went to Britain, negotiating independence based on our differences. But now, we are challenged by our common problems. So our politics must change. And I assure you, the ACF, that Arewa Consultative Forum, Afenifere, Ohaneze Ndigbo, Middle Belt Forum, Niger Delta Forum, all of you should come together and become the Nigerian Consultative Forum. The importance of your work is not lost, and the result may not be showing now, but my presence here and that of many of my generation shows that the work which you started will be continued by us. I can assure you, we understand one Nigeria, we know what it means to keep it together, and we will serve the country with better politics that will ensure that Nigeria is developed and all the problems facing northern Nigeria and facing Nigeria become a thing of the past. Thank you very much, and God bless northern Nigeria. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Very quickly inviting His Excellency Malam Nasur Ahmed Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, former minister. Oh, he said no. Let's give him please a round of applause. Hasa, very quickly invite Right Honorable Chibweke Amici, former speaker, former governor.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, Your Royal Majesty, the owner of Ife, and the other emirs who are here present, including the Emir of Duse. Unfortunately, my own emir is not here. I don't know why he's not here, the Emir of Daura. I hope they will convey my message to him. I will not take 2 minutes. I'm a politician. Politicians ply their trade by words. Let me start by thanking all of you, members of ACF and the leadership of ACF, for the honor and privilege of inviting me, and the honor of even recognizing my relationship with you, and say to you that whatever I have done in the North, I did as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It includes the Kano-Kaduna Rail, the Kano-Maradi Rail, and the completion of the Abuja-Kaduna Rail. It includes the establishment of the University of Transport in Daura, and to say it was done because I felt there was a need to establish those things. We are a nation. While preaching unity in northern Nigeria, please let us also preach unity in the whole of Nigeria. The problem with Nigeria is injustice. The justice that is being served in Abuja must be served in the Igbo land, southeast, must also be served in the north, as well as the southwest, and as well as the south-south. Those who have accused the president of being nepotistic are not being fair to him. He's not nepotistic. Yorubas are not enjoying this government. Very few individuals are enjoying this government, and the rest of us are suffering. The rest of us are dying of hunger. Nigerians are dying of hunger. The government has panicked. They've closed schools. There are 20 million Nigerians who are out of school. Instead of addressing it, we are closing schools to increase the number of Nigerians who are out of school. In that number, more than 60% of those who are out of school are northerners. And the Nigerian government are not worried. I mean, it's not worried about it at all. We are not worried about it. The more we deny Nigerians their economic rights, the more they will establish for themselves non-economic rights. And what do I mean by non-economic rights? Those rights that includes kidnapping. Today, the Nigerian government is not able to protect anybody. Nobody. So, for me, I thank Arewa, and I think that Arewa should go a bit further to negotiate with other Nigerians to come together to address what is currently happening in the country. I thank all of you. God bless all of you.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Also very quickly inviting the representative of Alhaji Aliko Dangote, here represented by an economics extraordinary, Alhaji Mansour Ahmed. Let's give him please a round of applause as he comes for 2 minutes to so make his own submission, please. Let's give him please Alhaji Mansour Ahmed. I've seen him here. If he's close by, if he's not, okay. I want to invite, ladies and gentlemen, General Tancrado here representing General T.Y. Benjuma, please. General Tancrado, if you're around, yeah, he has been here. He's coming.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. I'm Major General Tonkunuhu Abdu, one of the special assistants to General T.Y. Danjuma. Our amiable elder statesman, General T.Y. Danjuma GCON, has directed that I represent him at this great occasion of the Arewa Consultative Forum Silver Jubilee and the launching of the ACF Endowment Fund. He particularly stressed that we must all strategically focus a positive mindset on solving all the challenges facing Nigeria, particularly all the insecurities and the insurgency and terrorism that have become a plague in northern Nigeria. Security is a most important oxygen and mechanism that every government in the world today needs to strategically grow from strength to strength. We must bring to bear the type of excellent leadership and governance model bequeathed to Nigeria by all of our founding fathers. He also asked me to express his happiness as a result of the efforts that the Arewa Consultative Forum has been making to enhance good governance and excellent practices in Arewa in particular and Nigeria in general. Those efforts need more momentum to really make an impact to bring sustainable development and economic growth to northern Nigeria, just as our amiable Premier, Sir Ahmad Bello de Sardana of Sokoto, and the political elite of his time did. He also confirmed that he was very impressed with the efforts of the Memorial Foundation, SABMF, which no doubt has always been strategically focused, adding value to the Arewa system, borrowing from the type of ideas that our late Premier and all the of his time bequeathed to northern Nigeria in particular and Nigeria in general. Our elite of today in Nigeria need to work very hard to strengthen Nigeria's democracy, the way that our late Premier and the founding fathers of Nigeria did, in order to continue to add value to Nigeria in particular and humanity in general. Those are the wishes of our boss, General T.Y. Danjuma. Thank you very much for your attention, and God bless.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, sir, for that beautiful presentation. Straight away, calling upon the Honorable Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but the National Planning, former Governor, distinguished Senator Atiku Abubakar Bagudu, as he comes for 2 minutes to so make it on submission. Let's give him please for our applause, please. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Right Honorable Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas. Excellencies, governors that are here, deputy governors, leaders of the Arewa Consultative Forum, His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, Royal Highnesses, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everyone. Let me join the previous speakers in congratulating the Arewa Consultative Forum for this celebration, 25 years of existence. And to quote from the speech of Alhaji Bashir Alhatu Sardonan Duse, who remarked that 25 years ago, leaders of the North, concerned about the security situation in the North, came together to form, among other reasons, to create the Arewa Consultative Forum. So one can see that since 25 years ago, leaders had the foresight that the security challenge that was existing then can metamorphose without deliberateness, without action. And somehow, in the last 25 years, from the Atlantic to the Red Sea, most of the world where the black race lives is facing one security challenge or the other, which more than anything else necessitate a forum like this to think together, to contribute together, and to act together within the broader context of a united Nigeria so that common problems can be evolved. In fact, I remember having been sworn in as a governor in 2015, the
Then Governor of Kaduna State, now former Governor Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai, invited a few of us in states that were experiencing security challenges. And we spoke to all the security chiefs from our states and the GOC in Kaduna, and we came up with a program requiring just 700 million naira in order to mount operation within the Northwest and the two North Central states that were in the meeting. But when we approached the federal, they do not have 700 million naira to give us. And let former President Buhari, may God grant him paradise, he told us that we should contribute 100 million naira each, and when the federal government is more buoyant, he will refund it to us. And we did. And true to his promise, he refunded us the 700 million naira later. Today, states and local government are not facing such liquidity problems because, as remarked by Alhaji Ali Kodangote yesterday, choices that we needed to take decades ago have been taken. And those are the kind of things that we should say so that we can generate more unity, so that we can support government to remain more focused, so that we can support the achievements that are being made, are being recorded, while drawing attention to what more can be done. We are not where we want to be. In fact, this gathering is taking place at a time when a gathering is taking place across the world in the United States of America, where, as we gathered here, know very well that what is taking place in the United States, the public hearing which designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern, do not represent the reality in this room. And the reality in this room is Nigeria's reality. Yes, we might be challenged, but we have no religious genocide. We are a united people. We are a people who are looking for support of the world so that we can do better, so that all the reforms that are being undertaken will result in more prosperity, and Nigeria can be more prosperous. And last but not the least, let us remember, in 2020, President Muhammadu Buhari visited the United States. He visited President Trump, who turned to him and said to him he should stop the Christian killings. And President Buhari assured him that there is no Christian killing in Nigeria. And that was the first time Nigeria was designated as a country of particular concern. In fact, President Buhari used that opportunity to tell him that what we are looking for is arms and unity so that we can confront the insurgency that civilized world need to be united around so that we can take on those challenges. And that is what led to the sale to Nigeria of Super Tucanos. What we are facing today is no different. Our president is doing his very best. What we need is unity in the world. I am glad that we acknowledge the situation with the abducted children in Kebbi, abducted children in Niger, and in fact, children facing one tragedy or the other around the globe, whether school shooting or bombing in the wrong way. What that calls for is for unity of humanity, so that no bully can make the life of a child miserable irrespective of his reason. I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. You're welcome, sir. The next, ladies and gentlemen, the representative of the Deputy Governors in here, and I will wish to invite the Deputy Governor of Gombe State. He's coming for and on behalf of other excellencies that are here. Let's give him, please, a round of applause. Honorable Right, His Excellency is coming now. For 2 minutes, he will sow, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, MC, for saving me from a civil war. Protocol has also been my civil war, so I thank you most sincerely. In good time, let me bring the goodwill, the greetings, and the strong political will of my governor, Muhammad Inwaya, who is outside the country on federal government assignment. For the Arewa Consultative Forum to have been alive for the past 25 years means it is relevant, it is responsive, and it is resilient. However, based on the speeches I had yesterday and even today, it's obvious that it is not at Uhuru and that we are not even near it. This is based on the challenges that we are facing every day, and based on events and happenings, it seems we have a lot of things to do. The best that I had yesterday and even today is that we are not shying away from our problems, but we have accepted that we have a problem, and that is the good thing that I think we have done so far. Unlike other organizations that deny their problems, the Arewa Consultative Forum has accepted that it has its own problems, and I'm sure something can be done. In the circumstances and based on my observation, may I observe that apart from those qualities of being responsive, of being relevant and this, that the forum need to be innovative, it has to be creative to address to the modern problems that are coming up. Also, based on the speeches of yesterday and today, where there is a lamentation of nothing really happening, may I advise the Arewa Consultative Forum to add a subcommittee on action on implementation of resolutions reached on a state-by-state basis. If we have agreed to be one, then there should be a committee that should be going around the states to see whether we are implementing our resolutions. By yesterday, I was so sad that somebody is lamenting that he is tired of these meetings, that no result comes. We must deviate from that if we are to encourage people. I wish us well, and may Allah make it easy for us. But as my governor knows that no organization can exist without funding, he has said on return, the governors of Arewa will sit down and collectively decide what to donate to ACJF. I thank you, MC, and I think I've kept to my time. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, moving to the next, ladies and gentlemen, inviting the leader of the House of Representatives, not the Sardaunan Kasarhausa Maituta Sardaunan. Yes, coming on, Right Honorable Al-Hassan Adodogwa is coming out to speak for and on behalf of all the members of our House of Representatives, please. In no special order, we are taking this. After this, we will take 1, 2, 3.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على نبي الكريم. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and CNC of the Nigeria Armed Forces, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is ably represented here by my principal, the Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, Ian Zazo. My respected leaders, most especially His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Saadu Abubakar, the Oni of Ipe, who is seated here with us, executive governors, with a specific mention to my governor, Governor Malam Umar Namadi of Jigawa State, by extension to the representative of the governor of Kano State, who has been represented by the deputy governor, and of course, my political father, His Excellency the former governor of Jigawa State, Alhaji Sile Lamido. I recognize your presence. I have to do that because I have to put on record that it is with your mandate that you seconded me to go to the progressive sides of the APC by your leave, so that one of you can represent the family, at least in the greater majority of Nigerian politics. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will be speaking in a very difficult situation today, because I was actually meant to represent my principal, the Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, in this auspicious occasion. But as God may have it, His Excellency, the Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, who is my principal, the Ian Zazo, is physically present with us here, representing His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So what I will be doing here, honestly, is to navigate between the shadow presence of my principal and the reality of his presence here as representative of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My principal, I acknowledge your presence, and I therefore rise here to speak for and on behalf of the members of the Northern Regional Caucus of the House of Representatives, which I chair as their leader, and by extension to also speak on behalf of my respected colleagues, the entire 360 members of the House of Representatives, the House of the Nigerian people. May I therefore, on behalf of the entire members of the House of Representatives, brings good tidings, greetings, and a message of solidarity to the leadership and the followership of the ACF that are here organizing this very prestigious occasion in the name of Arewa as a region. It is my humble pleasure, Mr. President and the chairman of the ACF, to say that members of the Northern Regional Caucus of the House of Representatives, which I chair, will continue to remain committed. We will continue to be determined, and we will always identify by the aspirations, yearnings, and the ideals of Northern Nigeria, the communities that we represent at our various constituencies. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is also my pleasure to announce at this point that looking at the situation of the country, especially the North, our economic situation, and indeed the security situation that we are all facing, I want to say as a point of duty and responsibility that the members of the House of Representatives are not oblivious of this situation. And it is in this regard that our leader, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, will in the next week dedicate a complete session of the House of Representatives to discuss the security situations of our dear nation, Nigeria. And we will definitely make specific reference to some of these instances in some of our states of the North, and by extension in every other state of Nigeria. We will continue also to give our support using our statutory powers as legislators and also the custodians of the coffers of Nigeria's government to support Mr. President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we will always make available approvals for funds and finances to be able to address insecurity situation in the country. In the coming session, which Mr. Speaker promised to hold in the next coming week, members of the House will be given ample opportunity to report the situations in their respective constituencies. And we will also use that same opportunity to urge the government of the Federation, and by extension our respective state governors in the Federation, to pay more serious attention to the security of lives and property of the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I want at this point convey once again our felicitations and congratulations to the leaders and the followership of the Arewa Consultative Forum. I congratulate you for this Silver Jubilee commemoration. Thank you, and may God bless Arewa. May God bless Arewa Consultative Forum and bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, the leader. First-class graduate of mass communication, definitely with a master's in public communication. Thank you very much, sir. Please, those of us who are moving up and down, we request our indulgence to be seated. Let there be orderliness as we kickstart this very important event. At this juncture, may I announce the presence here in our midst of the Deputy Senate President, distinguished Senator Barrow I. Jibril, DCN. He's here in our mix. Sir, you're welcome, you're welcome. And at this juncture, I will wish to invite the custodians of our culture, our tradition. But before then, I've been requested to call upon His Excellency Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary to the Republic of Benin, our former Chief of the Nigerian Army, the veteran of Garkuwa Nkefi, His Excellency Ambassador Lieutenant General Tukur Yusuf Buratai, CFR, for 2 minutes. Thank you, please.
Gratitude to the President and the Commander-in-Chief, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, one, for sending a very high delegation to this very important occasion, led by the Speaker, and two, for his commitment and service to Nigeria in general and in particular to Northern Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, please express our gratitude to the President for what he has done to the North and what he plans to do for the North and Nigeria at large. Let me also use this opportunity to thank one of us, the Deputy Senate President, who does both as a representative of the President of the Senate and himself as a Northerner in this occasion. We have also had your own words and your own statements towards the development of Northern Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, we are also grateful to you. Wearing the two caps you have just done, you stand in for the President and also you stand in for yourself. Our governors, those who are here and those who have not been able to come, we thank you for all your contributions to the development of ACF. I, however, wish to once again appeal to our governors to do a lot. If you listen to the chairman of the Board of Trustees, who had almost done my job of expressing gratitude, has also initiated the reasons why this endowment for today is being done, one of which is insecurity, unemployment, and the rest of them. Governor's donation in this endeavor is also part of the responsibilities of governors of our state. I want to appeal to governors to please come to the aid of this association, this group, so that this part of the country will also compete with other parts of the country in United Nigeria. Let me also use this opportunity as a representative of the chairman of the organizing committee to thank all the subcommittees who organized this particular occasion. Various subcommittees that have been working day in, day out to ensure that this ceremony takes place today as effectively as it is going on. I thank you on behalf of the chairman of the organizing committee. Let me also use this opportunity to thank all the leadership of the ACF from the beginning to date. A number of executive members have come and gone. I salute you for all you have done to this organization. I also want to appeal to our younger generation that are coming to lead this ACF to also take leave from their predecessors to do their own best. In the same vein, I want to thank all those who have come from far and near to witness this very important occasion. I want to thank members of the security agencies who have done their best to ensure orderliness in the conduct of this exercise today. I will not forget to mention members of the press who have anchored all our activities in this occasion. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it may be very difficult for me to mention everybody. I have forgotten the major issue. Chief Lecturer Alhaji Dr. Abdul Samad Isiaq Rabiu, not only for your huge donation, but also for your own words. We thank you immensely for your words. We thank your brother Alhaji Aliko Dangote for his word yesterday and also for his collaboration with you to make this huge contribution. I also want to thank all of us, all of you who have contributed and those who intend to contribute even after the ceremony. And I assure that the account for the contribution remains open until we are able to get our target of 100 billion naira. I thank you all and I wish you a safe journey to our respective destination. Peace, salam.
Thank you very much, Senator Tijani Yaya Kaura, representing His Excellency Senator Abdulaziz Abubakar Yari, CON Marafan Sokoto. You know, when I sit down, can we all rise for the national anthem as we bring this program to a close? DJ, the national anthem, please. For their outstanding patience